afternoon, Sunnies, on this fierce and fabulous Friday afternoon. I'm so excited to be here. It's our Afternoon Delight.
All right, Davey. It is the afternoon show where we spill the celebrity tea. Court is in session judging Is This News? We've got Smash, Marry, Ghost with a Dundaway.
Oh.
And a pop quiz.
Okay.
2020's edition, as well as a Let's Unpack This Reddit review with a Daway.
No, very nice. I'm very excited about that. Now, you're emceeing the pop quiz today, correct?
Yeah, it's going to be my turn, which is good because I know nothing about 2020's music.
Yeah. Hey, Sunnies, if you want to get out there, don't forget we have that big Spice and Tea giveaway coming up. So text the word Sunny to 904-227-4422 so you can stay connected to all things Sunny in St. John's.
That's right. That's an over $200 value, and you don't have to be a local to win this. We will ship it to wherever you are, and you're going to love it.
Yes,
so make sure that you're following on all the socials because we're going to post some pics of the basket, and then you can tag a tea drinking lover
for extra entries.
It doesn't have to be your lover. It's just a person who likes tea.
Oh, a connoisseur.
If you love them or you're making love to them, 2 points.
Out of nothing at all. Okay.
Instagram, sunnysaint.johns. Facebook, Sunny St. John's, one word. And the Titty Talk, sunny.saint.johns.
Beautiful. What's on the agenda?
All right, so let's spill the celebrity on today's show. That's not correct. So on today's show,
we have Swift Shade, Bravo Betrayals.
No, we don't.
Doing that one.
No, we don't. These are not right. This is a wrong show.
It's nice.
Yeah, this is a wrong show.
We're here.
So let's figure this out.
We can do it
as we go.
We got a story about Justin Bieber.
We do have Bieber today.
We've got beef squashed and breadsticks shared. We have a Mother's Day Massacre Wheezy edition.
Yeah.
We have Trouble in Pennsylvania. That's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah.
And we have Musk, Ox, and Chill. I don't know what that's all about.
So I'm just pulling this up so that when we do go to the quiz, we can have it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we've got the Biebs. That's definitely celebrity tea.
Ready for that.
We've got Farrah Abrams. Remember her from Teen Mom?
Do I ever?
That is celebrity tea.
Yeah.
And then Lil Wayne.
Okay.
He's in the tea mix as well. He did some shady shit.
Dude, not nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then then after that is this news. So I'm just drawing a line so we know.
Oh, so we know now.
Right.
Show prep.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. If we would have done it.
This news. Got it.
Yeah, so that's okay.
Groovy.
So let's just go ahead and get into it.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
All right. So Justin Bieber posted a lengthy emotional message on Instagram that had fans and media spiraling faster than a PSL launch in August. The post included statements like, "I hurt people and I'm selfish," which honestly could double as a tagline for a new reality series.
Yeah, he referred to his past behavior as he's been working through it all. Translation, therapy? Maybe. Probably.
Yeah. Well, so this goes back to another one of those situations where we have a child star.
Yeah.
The child star grows up in the spotlight. He was found by Ellen, right?
No, it was Usher.
Usher.
Yes.
I thought
he went on the Ellen show.
He did go on the Ellen show.
Sure.
But wait, so was
Usher was his a mentor, yeah.
Was he a Vine kid?
Yeah, he was
okay,
YouTube,
that's what it was.
Vine, yeah, and that's how he was discovered. And then whisked him off to Atlanta where the Usher factory happened.
Okay.
Obviously, what's going on in the news now, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about it, but Diddy obviously was a part of that whole spectrum of him.
Didn't he? He says
God.
he didn't.
Oh my God, he totally did. It's absolutely atrocious, and I really avoided talking about the story on the show just because I know a lot of people out there are watching what's going on in this court case, but Justin Bieber is a part of this, and I feel like there's a lot of guilt. There's something not right happening. He's doing too many bong rips. He's doing, they're allegedly a part of a cult now. Like, is this a spiral moment that we're seeing in real time in front of us?
So he basically said, and this is in quote, "I've been given a life I never deserved."
Who says that?
Well, I guess there's some guilt,
Stardom
there's some pain, there's some issues, there's some things going on.
Yeah.
And he has a complicated past. He has mental health issues. He struggled with fame, but I don't know how you don't when you become such a child mega celebrity at such an early age. I've said it on the show already. We've aired 3 weeks, and I've said it time and again. How do you be a normal person? How do you know what's normal? How do you act? And when you have that kind of fame from such a young age.
Yeah, because you've been enabled this entire time, you know.
I just think you don't do normal things.
Right.
You don't get up and probably do chores.
No, somebody does that for you.
Like you've got a dog walker and a house cleaner and a maid and a chef and a laundress and like we've talked about this. Like how do you do normal things? You don't do normal things.
No. But I mean, I'm wondering what's going on with the wife, Haley. You know what I mean? Like, are they?
Yeah, I don't know. They just had a baby, right?
That's what I was wondering. So he just posted this. He seems to have a happy life. What's he so sad about? What happened?
There's got to be something.
Well, but I think that's mental illness, guys. I don't know that it matters how many happy things you have if you have depression, and I don't know that he's ever come out and said what his mental health struggles are. But I know that it's obviously been present for quite some time. And I do feel for I was going to say kid. He's not a kid, right?
No,
I mean,
he's definitely a man.
He's a grown up now.
Man.
But he says that he is looking for growth and redemption. And I wish him that. Did I tell you the time I met Justin Bieber?
No, what?
Oh, okay. So I was at the Jim Henson lot.
Oh my God, cool.
In LA. And I was live streaming because we got to go and watch like a behind the scenes of them making like some Muppet TV, which was super cool. And I was in the middle of a live stream and Justin Bieber was apparently recording a record at the Henson studio and he just walked into my live stream and held the phone up and started talking into the camera.
Really?
Yep. Just started chatting. And I just stood there like, did Justin Bieber just take my phone and take over my live feed? And then
what happened?
His management team wouldn't allow me to leave the lot until I deleted it.
No, really?
Because he was under the influence.
Oh man, was he drunk or was he high?
I don't know.
You can't.
But he was like, "Don't hate me." Did it like, and it was like, this was years ago, so this was probably 2017.
Oh, right after the freak offs. Yep.
This was like a prime time
that
sort
was
of
the Diddy
situation.
era.
All right, so let's move on to Teen Moms.
Okay, let's do it.
Did you watch this?
I did a little bit.
Back in the day?
My sister made me watch this. Yeah, because I know the Farrah.
I watched Teen Moms, but I don't know their names. Like
Sarah was the fancy pants one.
Yeah, do you remember Farrah and Janelle?
I watched it here and there. So it would come on and I'd see a random episode.
Yeah.
I was always able to be like, wow, I love this.
I was
but
the same way with Sweet
it.
16 too. I only watched like a little bit, but like, remember the bratty kids with the parties? But yeah,
yes, I loved that show.
Me too. I know, but just to pop in, yeah.
Yes,
no,
just
because
to pop
that
in.
ruined kids for what an actual Sweet 16 looks like. You're not going to get a Lamborghini.
No.
You're not going to have a $20,000 birthday party.
No.
You're not going to be wearing Chanel. That's a thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's stupid.
Yeah.
But kids loved watching that.
You can fantasize about it.
Were you a Cribs fan?
Yeah.
I knew it.
I loved Cribs too because I wanted to see what was in the refrigerator. It was always nothing. Like, what did they eat? Air?
Well, they bring in I'm sure their chefs bring in all their food.
Oh, yeah, Boyardee.
Yeah. No. Not Boyard. It's Boyardee.
Boyardee.
It's Boyardee. So Janelle Evans and Farrah Abrams, former Teen Mom stars and longtime sworn frenemies, were found having dinner together in L.A.
Ooh, I wonder what they ordered.
I don't know, but it had some passive aggression with it. So Janelle posted a series of photos and videos of the dinner, calling it a great time. Somewhere, MTV producers fainted. They had dined at the Barton G in West Hollywood, known for its dramatic presentation, and where people go to take pictures
like
of their
foodies.
food.
Yeah, that's a foodie spot.
Yeah. So apparently, they have decided to bury the hatchet. But this whole show was like Teen Moms. I watched quite a bit of it. So they started, if you're unfamiliar with it, they started with basically them telling their families they're pregnant.
Yeah, Mona.
They follow the pregnancy.
Mona from the morning show.
They follow the pregnancy and the birth of the baby and then like the next however many months, right, where they're trying to be moms.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. There was one couple who's still in the spotlight of the show where they put the baby up for adoption. There's, like Farrah who had the baby. But it's a crazy show. And apparently...
Janelle and Gary.
And apparently, they're doing more spin-off shows.
Well, this is obviously catfishing that idea.
Yes, they're doing more spin-offs of the Teen Moms where they're like grown up and their kids are now probably teens.
They're probably pregnant too.
Oh, good Lord.
Well, I'm just saying.
But the big question is it the right thing to do to sort of, what's the right word, celebritize?
Yeah, the moment.
These teen pregnancies.
Oh, salacious, yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying is like, is it a good idea? Is it a good idea?
Critics say that this could be a calculated PR move, obviously, while others think it's just two women getting older and tired of online brawls. Either way, this photo op worked. They're trending, they're talking, and somewhere a Bravo exec is whispering, spinoff.
Yeah, so, I mean, it was the MTV.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I feel like they've aged out of MTV and it should be Bravo now.
Yeah.
Like, don't you feel like that's a little bit older? The Bravo network has the old haggy people on.
Yeah. I gotta say, I miss MTV for the music videos. I mean, it really did go into the whole reality. Am I right here, Addie? Like that was like a moment in time that
my childhood was like, I don't know if it was because of whatever year I was born, but I got the last glimpse of MTV airing music videos, and they only the train. The train.
Come on, ride that train.
They only aired them like at night at that point. They already mostly started doing reality, but man, the amount of music I learned about just from having it on and watching the music videos.
Did she miss TRL? Was TRL still a thing when? Because you weren't. No,
Total
it wasn't.
Request Live.
No, because she was born in '99.
Okay, this is the show where like fans
Carson
could vote.
Daly.
Yeah, it was like a thing where fans could vote like their favorite current videos, and they would do a top 10 of the day, and they would go berserko nuts.
They
it was
had
like
a live
Britney,
audience.
Justin, like it was like crazy.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
she doesn't know TRL.
That's
oh my gosh.
so fun though.
Mariah Carey went on the
Hold
show
on.
and like she was super hungry and she ate like 2 Pringles. Like she was taking small bites out of the Pringles. I'll never forget it my whole life. It was like usually people's like you can't, once you pop you can't stop, but she was just nibbling.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's hilarious that that's your takeaway. I love that that's what you remember from that.
I love a TRL
So
moment.
TRL was 1998 to 2008. So you would have been too little for the TRL moment, and you don't even know who Carson Daly is, do you?
Not really. It's like a name I've heard.
He looked like Bob's Big Boy's cousin.
He's on.
I don't know who Bob's Big Boy is.
This is so hilarious. He's on the Today Show now.
Yeah.
And he used to be he partied hard.
Yeah.
Back in the day, Carson Daly was a party harder guy.
Nose candy probably. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't know. I feel like go ahead, get a TV show, don't get a TV show. I don't care whatsoever what these teen moms do. But the question was always, is this really something that we should be putting on TV? These teens getting pregnant.
So now they're just moms, right?
Yeah. Now they're like 40.
They're grown ass
I don't know
moms.
are they 40?
Maybe 32.
Is this show called Grown Ass Moms?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know.
Because it should be.
But there's going to be a
Saggy
Bravo
titty.
spinoff for sure.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to Lil Wayne.
Yeah. What happened? Not nice.
So model Denise, is it Bidot, claims Lil Wayne broke up with her on Mother's Day. The pair had been on again, off again since 2020, and this is their second major split.
Oh, Denise now shared a deleted Instagram post calling Lil Wayne her best friend and thanking him for being in her life. Whoops.
Oh.
Mere hours later, the breakup allegedly went down. The internet is calling the coldest verse he's ever recorded.
Yeah, so sources say the breakup was not mutual and Denise was blindsided. Fans flooded her page with support and threw some shade towards Lil Wayne. Denise has since unfollowed him.
That's a thing.
Yes.
Wayne, ever the mysterious millennial cryptic king, has not publicly commented on the situation.
So they made headlines back in 2021 when they broke up briefly over political disagreements. Denise is also a mom, adding another layer of ouch to the breakup timing.
Oh, wait. So they had political disagreements?
Apparently, that's why they broke up in 2021.
Uh-oh.
Social media sleuths noticed that she posted a solo brunch pic shortly after the news, caption free. Basically just saying, I'm at lunch, bitch, and you ain't here.
No crumbs left.
So I
crazy.
don't know. The internet wasted no time dubbing it Mother's Day Massacre.
That's sad, though. I mean, like, who breaks up with somebody on Mother's Day, especially when you're a mom? Not that you care, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, I just think, I don't know. Lil Wayne, not nice.
No, you're little.
Not nice. That
Little.
was shameful.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why you would choose Mother's Day to, like, ghost your girlfriend. And on top of that, how do you do that after a 5-year relationship? It's not like it was, we met last month.
Piss poor behavior.
Yeah, we don't like it, Lil Wayne.
You're done.
All right. Moving on, we have the pop culture quiz of the 2020s where I will be asking the questions and Addie and Davey will be answering.
Okay.
Do we have those to go up on screen or no? Because if the answer is no, that's okay.
There we go. A little bit of help there.
What was something on it?
We
or I
have
just
the
wasn't?
questions. We do not have the questions. Maybe they are if we double click that. Pop culture.
Dave, where's Dave?
If not, that's okay because I'll just get them off of Davey's computer.
They're on the screen, he says, as I
No.
look at the screen. Look, guys, you guys are going to get to see Dave. Come on.
Huh?
Everyone look at Dave.
Everyone look at Dave.
I should make him full screen, but I won't because I'm nice.
Oh, he's just in the bubble. I'm going to Listerine.
Just
course you
in the
should.
bubble.
Oh. Baby, I'm alive.
What was that?
I don't know. It's my Disney audition.
It's going to be the Thunderdome. So wait,
Then.
I'm participating and Meredith, you're reading the
Yeah,
questions?
you and I are head to head here.
Whoa.
Also,
Whoa.
if, in case you guys don't know, I did have to walk over to Meredith. If you guys have noticed, Meredith loves to play with her. Wow. Meredith loves to play with her mic. And so what she does is, look at her right now. She touches it up with her hands and then she plays with the top of it right here and pulls it off.
She's a diddler.
She's a diddler. A diddly doodler.
All right. So what are we doing? 2020s music
All right.
pop quiz.
Are you ready?
Okay.
Question number 1.
Okay.
Which song by Olivia Rodrigo hit number 1 in 2021 and had teens and millennials screaming into the void over a driver's license?
Well, duh.
I know. A, brutal. B, driver's license. C, traitor. Or D, good for you.
Okay, wait.
B,
we
driver's
have got
license.
to quit doing this in these questions, you guys. I have to call it out because it cannot be happening.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's driver's license, but did you guys see the SNL segment where about driver's license?
No.
No.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to drop that in the comments. It's hilarious. So basically, all the SNL dudes are at a pool hall, like being really manly,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
the song comes on the jukebox,
Oh,
and
no.
all of them, like one at a time, start singing
It's
it.
a great
because,
song.
I mean,
yeah.
it's
All right,
so
driver's
funny.
license.
All right. What Bay album dropped in 2022 and brought the world back to the dance floor with Break My Soul? Was it Homecoming, Black is King, Renaissance, or Lemonade Deluxe?
Renaissance.
Renaissance?
Nice, Davey. I didn't even know that one, to
Oh,
be
I thought for
honest.
sure. I thought you were gonna double.
I
tap me on
love Beyonce, but that's the album I just missed. I don't know
that.
how.
Oh, I love.
I don't know how.
Renaissance was good.
It's the correct answer. What TikTok viral sea shanty somehow turned into a charting bop in 2021? Was it The Drunken Sailor, The Wellerman, Shanty of the Sea, or Pirate's Life?
The Drunken
See.
Sailor.
No, you're both wrong.
Oh.
It's The Wellerman.
Well, that's what she said. You said B, right?
I said
No,
C.
she said C. What is The Wellerman? Do you guys even know?
No idea.
Nobody
Not
here
a
knows?
clue.
No.
Okay, in the comments, you have to tell us what The Wellerman was because it's a TikTok viral dance.
Mm.
And you
Shocker,
know,
no one
you know,
knows.
I don't
Oh Gosh,
know.
Can we do the dance once we discover what it is?
If we figure it out, but I don't know what The Wellerman is.
Check.
Is it not the stanky leg?
do the stanky leg.
Fact
I don't know.
checking.
All right. 4. Which pop star released Midnights in 2022 and then launched a tour that caused Ticketmaster to collapse emotionally? Was it Billie Eilish, the Doja Cat, the Dua Lipa, or the Taylor Swift?
Taylor
D.
Swift.
It was the Taylor Swift. Swifties went cry cry for the tickets.
The deluxe album is better. It's so good because there's a song about John Mayer on there and how she gave him head once and should have, could have, would have. It's one of my favorites.
Okay. She touched his head.
Yeah, like the cabbage.
Right. Who turned the phrase, it's about drive, it's about power, into a meme-worthy rap in 2021? Was it The Postie, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Lil Nas X, or Jack Harlow?
I'm going to go Lil Nas X, C.
I don't even know. A.
It was not the Posty, and it wasn't the Lil Nas.
It was D?
Jack?
No, it was Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Oh, man.
What?
We
Did anybody
suck.
here? Did anybody here know that he had a rap?
No.
I had no idea.
What kind of that's
I thought
crazy.
you were his number one fan. All right.
I
What's
don't
next?
know.
I bet you
on-
do love him.
I do.
She does.
I met him.
She had. Oh yeah. Of course.
I met him. I met
of
him
course She met
back
him.
and before he was super famous when he was in the WWE.
In Jim
And you
Henson's
guys didn't
bathroom.
end
No, I met him. I used to work for the Jewish Journal as a news reporter
I love that.
in college, and I got to go to one of the WWE events down there, and I got to meet him.
Why
he
didn't
was,
you marry him?
He was super nice. He was just a really nice guy.
Gay?
Very tall. No,
Oh.
but very very tall, big guy.
Big.
But yeah, he was a football player, I think.
Yeah,
in
big.
Yeah. What Encanto song did we absolutely not talk about until it hit number 1? Surface Pressure. We don't talk about Bruno, Dos, or Gatitas. All of you.
B.
C. Dos Orgotitas.
No, we don't talk about Bruno.
Oh.
You don't remember that one? I didn't even
No.
see the movie, and it's all they did. All they did. was-
We don't talk about Bruno.
Yeah, they
no.
played that song everywhere.
Yeah.
All right. Which artist shocked everyone by releasing Folklore and Evermore
Taylor
back to back?
Swift.
Back to back during the lockdown, becoming the queen of cottagecore, and it was Taylor Swift.
So good.
He
Like,
didn't give Addie a chance.
Those are
3
my
words
favorites.
in. 3 words in is all he needed.
Okay.
One of my favorites.
I
I
have
love
a
it.
Halsey quote tattooed on me.
Oh,
For
I like
those of
a
you who
Halsey
don't
moment.
know.
Do you know that really means Ashley spelled backwards?
Oh, that's so nice.
That's her real name is Ashley.
So
All right.
you have Ashley spelled backwards tattooed on you.
No,
Yeah.
a quote. It's a Bible verse
Oh.
and a Halsey quote.
Oh.
A lyric from her
Nice,
song.
Nice.
What viral hit from Maneskin?
Manskin?
Is it man or Maine?
Sounds like
Mane. Monae.
Monoskin.
Monas. F if I know.
Seriously.
Brought Italian rock bands to the global stage post Eurovision win. I don't even know what this question is asking.
Okay.
Does anybody here know this?
No.
Supermodel Began Ziti. Is this spaghetti? Ziti Dibune?
Oh.
What is happening here?
I don't know.
I'm making this quiz next week.
Listen.
What?
Who's Måneskin?
Apparently, it's an Italian rock band that went global post Eurovision, and I think it was the Zitty Titty is the answer.
It is.
Ziti
That's
Buoni.
because we know Ziti.
Yeah.
Is you have the
Ziti.
baked ziti with the Sunday gravy.
Yes.
But this is stupid.
Oh my gosh. What's the next one?
Oh, I know this one.
Okay.
I love
What
this song.
2023 SZA song had us all spiraling with "I Might Kill My Ex"?
I actually love this song. Go ahead.
See, Kill
Nobody gets
Bill.
me. Kill Bill. Yep. Good days. It's Kill Bill.
Kill Bill.
Sorry,
I
I read it and totally just got excited. I did not even listen to you at all. But yes, I love that song.
Me too.
Yeah. So do you know what the rumor was about Kill Bill? That SZA was dating Bill Nye the Science Guy. How weird is that?
That's
No.
so
Yes,
silly.
my daughter thought SZA was dating, and I was like, "Do you know who Bill Nye the Science Guy is?"
He's
And
a-
she's like, "No," but
Sweetheart nerdy.
that's the rumor is that she's dating that Kill Bill is about Bill Nye the
I
Science
love
Guy.
that everyone wants like Bill Nye to have the Riz. They're all about it.
yeah.
If you've never seen Bill Nye the Science Guy, I guarantee you he is not dating SZA.
Maybe not. Maybe she's a scientist behind the scenes.
She's a Look, I didn't know about the SZA until my 16-year-old daughter told me about the SZA. I'm a SZA fan.
Yeah, me too.
I like the SZA. I also like the Glorilla.
You do before you go grocery shopping.
I do. I listen to Glow. She's from Memphis. You don't know about me. What K-pop girl group made major waves with the song Pink Venom and headlined Coachella in 2023?
Oh, I know it.
Is it ITZY, Blackpink, Twice, or New Jeans?
Blackpink in your area?
It is Blackpink. Did you know that
nice.
there was this K-pop band? So Adaway knows nothing. I know nothing. Davey, strong on his 2020 pop culture.
So, real quick, Blackpink literally went to like pop culture university. And they literally are like homegrown girls that were like went to school to learn how to be pop sensations. It's like a science behind it. Yeah. So this group, and also the lead, I believe her name is Jenny. She was also played in The White Lotus in this recent.
Who was she in White Lotus?
She was the cutesy wootsy maid that was like in love with the security guard guy.
She was from K-pop?
Yeah, she's in Blackpink.
Oh,
Yes.
adorbs.
Lisa, in your area?
Yeah, listen, I loved this season of White Lotus.
Me too.
Is what's his name?
Gay?
Gay?
Who?
The
I thought for sure she was going to be like, no. I just got caught in my own joke, yes.
Who?
The brother?
The long hair who's dating the British girl in
Not
the movie
gay.
with the teeth.
Yeah, not gay.
He's not gay?
No, they're like, they have like this on and off again, like, they're actually off camera.
Oh, off camera they were diddling?
And like one stopped following the other, so there's a feud going on. Yeah, so yeah. Maybe bisexual, I don't know.
Oh, I just thought I read some article where he was caught kissing a dude.
Oh, well, maybe that was for a great part.
I don't know, but I really enjoy him as an actor.
Yeah.
I like him a ton. I think he's great.
You know what I
think
enjoy?
he's fantastic.
I enjoy a day at Panache, baby. Let's hear a little bit about Panache. If your skin needs a pick-me-up or your hair's feeling blah, it's time to treat yourself at Panache, located beachside in St. Augustine.
They've got everything from facials to blowouts, spa packages to the most relaxing massage packages of your life. Trust us, we've tried it all.
Panache is proud to align with Aveda's mission of ethical and sustainable business practices as well as its high fashion aesthetic. Go to getpanache.com and let's get with it, boo.
All right, so it's that time again, guys. It is Let's Unpack This with Adaway.
Her Reddit rundown.
The Reddit rundown.
You said it right that time. Good job.
I did that for you just on purpose. I had to think really hard. It's the face I make when I do Kegels.
Yeah, well, you did great.
Okay.
I'm very proud of
Nothing
you.
fell out.
Nothing. Well, all right. Let's hear it. 'Cause, guys, we don't know these stories.
No.
We don't know these stories,
Candid.
period. So let's hear it.
Okay, so this one, today's story is from the subreddit Unpopular Opinion.
Ooh, should be interesting.
So it's interesting. Restaurants are 100% to blame when they tell large groups they can't split checks and cause drama. I said what I said. I think restaurants that refuse to split checks more than a five ways are just being lazy and incompetent.
Oh.
It shouldn't matter how many people are in your group. It shouldn't matter that you physically chose to sit next to each other. A common argument I hear is, well, you can just Zelle or Venmo each other and figure it out. That's not my job, ma'am. Why should I sit here fiddling my calculator app to figure out how much gratuity and tax to bill each person for when you literally have a register that can do that and more. Additionally, not every person can afford to drop $500 in one sitting. No, this doesn't mean they shouldn't go out. Since when is having 10 times the amount of money you expected to spend ever been a factor when dining out? It's a silly argument.
Ooh.
You don't deserve to go out. Base point right there. With an attitude like that, you don't come into somebody's kitchen and tell them how to cook.
Okay. Were you ever a server, Davey?
Yes.
Okay.
I was amazing.
Okay. Will you tell us where you work?
Yes, Max and Irma's.
Okay. And for how long?
About 3 years-ish. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I was at Starbucks for another 2 years. Yeah.
Okay. Adaway?
I was a server for 4 years at Carrabba's.
That's where I know you, Chicken Brian. You're the Chicken
yeah.
Brian girl.
Well, I don't know about that. Did you go to the Carrabba's at Bay Meadows?
Yes. You would always give me extra Brian sauce.
Oh my God, we do know each other
That is
from that.
so cool.
That's so interesting. You did always look familiar.
Yeah.
What
oh
a
my God.
weird
Small world.
Please don't
thing.
ever look at somebody and say you gave me extra chicken Brian sauce
I
ever
will
again.
always hook you up with that Chicken Brian
It is
sauce,
good.
baby. I got you.
Get the bread and you poocha that ass.
Dude,
Yes.
I'll still walk into a Carrabba's and walk right up into the back and be like, listen, someone said they needed extra this or that. All
It's
right, let's
so
get the
good.
house sauce. Let's get the dressing.
That
you know?
arugula salad. I'm salivating thinking about it. Okay, so your point was you went down to our resumes.
Well, no, because I also was a server. I've
Red Robin.
Okay, I was a fellow Miko.
Oh.
Miko's for life.
Okay, I opened a Carrabba's back home in my town.
You were a manager? You have the keys?
I worked on the floor.
Okay.
But I was also a floor manager.
Here it is.
Okay.
You could 86 things.
I could 86 things, and we did have to sometimes. But it can, depending on the size of the group, that does get difficult when you are trying to break up all of those checks. Because if you're coming in with a 20-seat party,
Yeah.
and they're like 20 individual checks, please. It's like, come on,
Right.
come on.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about like 6 people at a table, that's pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
I think it depends on the size of the group.
I think it depends on the server, too. You know what I mean? I think it should be left at the server's discretion if they can handle it at the time or if not.
What if it's Friday night at 8, total dinner rush, the bar is going crazy, and everybody's like, I only had a water and an appetizer. Like, it gets annoying.
Yeah, it does get annoying.
I don't know. I feel like I'm really good at this. I was always good at, I can split a check 25 ways. I got you. In fact, I've done that before, and I got tipped a quarter from each person.
Oh, nice.
One quarter.
That's
By
hot.
the way, if you're 25 human beings, 1 quarter each is like literally nothing.
Nothing.
So thank you.
Yeah.
But anyways, literally, I feel like I've never heard this point before where he was like, or they were like, okay, what's the difference between sitting next to these people or not sitting next to these people? You're going to check me out at the end of my meal.
Yeah.
Like whether I'm sitting with 10 people or I'm sitting a split table away from 10 people, we're all in here.
Right.
And that's an interesting point.
Yeah,
because
but
that's true.
When you go to take the order, though, you're literally writing down, it's like, okay, a chicken Brian, line, a Scotty Thomas, line, a chicken Marsala, line, the pasta Wheezy, line, the whatever. I'm a fucking Miko.
Well, you have to do
right.
that anyway.
Yeah, but you're talking about these breaks in a check because you're also you're adding them all in, and then you have to go back and then cut. Well, It's
I'm
a
just
pain.
saying, technically, the way you're supposed to do it, anyways, is with numbers because you're supposed to. I'm such a
Yeah,
jerk.
she's right.
You have to keep seat numbers.
You are
because
supposed
you're
to
keep
supposed to
seat
put the
numbers.
plates in front of the person who ordered it anyway. You've got to
Right.
keep track of seat,
How's
no
the
matter
runner
what.
going to know? It's
How's
because
the
it's
runner
at
gonna
7.
know?
Yeah.
So what does the internet say?
Oh, you know,
so pissed.
well, you know, yeah, people have all kinds of opinions. Someone says, I'll split anybody's check. It takes a long time, but fine, whatever. However, if you are organized and can tell me who's paying, if you're organized and can tell me who's paying for the wine and the apps and whose kids belong to who, I'll appreciate it. If you can't be bothered, then you're an asshole who's disrespectful of my time.
Wow.
So I could see how it depends on people. Like if you are going to have, you know, when you're serving a table and all the kids go to, at the end of the meal,
Yeah.
you've got 2 adults that moved over there. You've got the kids are all over there. All the kids moved somewhere else. Everyone's everywhere. That I cannot stand.
So what I
that's
say
wrong, yeah.
at the end of it when we go to split, like if we go out with another family, and I always get a laugh out of it, but I say I own these 3 and that 1.
Yeah.
And then it's because you could be sitting in different spots, but I make it very known like that's my responsibility and that one.
And that's why it's so important
that's
to
why I do
keep
that.
track because at the end, everyone's going to be somewhere else and you got to be able to say who's what.
And I don't
who's
have
who.
kids that eat kids meals either anymore, so it's 5 adult entrees.
This person says, please ask to split the check before ordering when possible. It gets tough when 14 people suddenly need separate checks and it's already been tallied
that's
up
important.
as a total.
Know ahead of time. I
The
will say
before.
that.
That is important.
Yeah, the
that is
before
important. So
is
there's
important.
etiquette here, but you know, I think people should be able to eat out with their large parties. But
Of course.
there's etiquette. I think
Of
there's
course.
etiquette.
People
and
go
I think they
out-
should be able to split the check. You know what? I even have a story time here. At a birthday party, it once ruined the birthday that at the end of the thing, we all had to figure out how to pay. We couldn't split it. And guess who had to cover the birthday bill?
The birthday girl.
The birthday girl, because she's the only girl who knows everybody to get them to pay back.
No.
But that's unacceptable if you think about it, right? Like
That
that's
is
totally not
unacceptable.
okay. At the end of the day, she now has to track down all of her friends And
Why
get
was
the
she
checks
even
and the
paying
this and
if
the
it's
that.
her party?
Exactly. Why is she paying if
Sounds
it's
You
her
know
like-
what?
party? Her
You're not my
friends-
friends anymore.
Cheap boys.
You know what, Meredith? You're gonna get a lot of points from a group of people that I know are gonna be really happy.
You're
you
not
just
my
said that.
friend anymore if I'm paying for my own party.
Oh my goodness. Let's step ball change into is this news or not? What happens when the curiosity kills the cat? Let's see. Welcome to Meowter Trouble in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, so here's the story. A woman in Middletown Township popped the hood of her car and found a cat. Not a mechanic, not a raccoon, a full, fluffy, wide-eyed cat chilling like a villain in the engine.
Aw.
What's the dilly, yo?
Well, a local woman heard strange noises coming from her car while driving and realized something was not purring correctly. Upon stopping and popping the hood, she discovered a live cat wedged inside the engine compartment. Aw. The cat somehow survived the ride and in the startup. 9 lives. Honestly, at this point, I'm thinking 10, right? Ugh.
So this has actually happened. I was in a bank parking lot. I was getting ready to leave, and this woman popped her hood and found kittens inside sitting on the top. And so we had to call the fire department because she didn't know what to do and she couldn't get them out. And of course, you don't want to go driving around with a bunch of kittens in your engine.
Yeah, you don't want to kill them.
So I guess what happened was the mom had brought the kitten. It was cold. The engine's warm. She put the kittens inside
Oh, yeah.
the engine to keep them warm, and now we just had a bunch of kittens in there. But it's not news.
Yeah, I'm not feeling like this is news.
This
I don't
happens
know.
a lot, actually.
I don't know. I was gonna say hot take. I don't know if it's a hot take. I don't really know what that means.
Engine warm take.
Unpopular opinion, maybe. But I feel like people need to remember to check their engines for the cats, right?
Like frequently.
Isn't that
do
a
you
good
think?
reminder, maybe?
That's what it says at the bottom of the story here. And it's a reminder. This story is a reminder. This news story is a reminder
Oh,
to
gosh.
knock on your hood before you start your car.
Because you know what? Yeah, nobody's trying to kill the kitties.
That's true.
That's my husband always knocks on the back door when he's trying to check the engine.
That's good. Make sure that light is off.
Yeah, you don't want that check engine light. That's a
Ugh.
bad day.
No, it's better in the
But yeah,
dark.
I still don't think this is news. I think that it does happen quite a bit. We actually had something die up under the hood once in the smell in the car.
Murder.
Not murder. Talking like a dead rat.
Because they count.
That doesn't count.
Any animal that went in Noah's Ark.
Nobody murdered it. Good grief.
All right. Next up, let's see if this one's news. Okay, coming up. What does this say?
It's Yeet Elite World Record Edition because apparently there are people out there who don't just throw shade, they throw soccer balls 164 feet.
Yeet! Meet Danny Brooks, a coach from England who just Hulk launched a soccer ball further than you can throw your dignity after texting an ex.
Eh.
And the Guinness Book of World Records people
Yeah.
say something fashionable
Well,
here.
they say record-breaking distance, a wild 164 feet 3 inches.
AKA 50.34 meters if you're fancy or European.
So he just like kicked the soccer ball.
Do
really
you know
far?
soccer, the sport?
Yeah.
Okay, you know that when the ball goes out of bounds, whoever kicks it out of bounds, the opposing team then gets a throw-in.
Yeah.
So the idea is that he had a throw-in for the record 164.3 feet.
Oh.
That's a very long distance in terms of a throw-in.
So he made a record.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Well, listen
A
to this.
Guinness record.
a
Addie.
Guinness,
A Dawei.
a Guinness World Record.
Jeez.
Brooks
you
beat the
keep up?
previous record by 6 feet, making him the Usain Bolt of shoulder strength. Wow.
But it begs the question.
Half of a football field, they said.
Commenters, friends, fans, those who follow Davey in the streets.
If they're still there. My lot lizards out there. I love you, Booze.
Is this news?
I mean, it's a world record. Hell
No.
yeah. Oh,
Who
Meredith
cares?
L. Masony.
You put in my middle initial?
L.
I'm 45.
He just government named you for real.
Yeah.
I didn't say the actual name. I
but
said
this
L.
is stupid. Like, who cares about some of these Guinness records?
Obviously, Brooks and the family. That's so nice.
And why is anybody else other than Brooks and the family care about this Guinness record?
This is a world record.
My first
period.
impression is that it was like this dude's birthday, and he's like, his wife is like,
I kind of wish he won
"Honey,
something other than this dignity
I
of
got
the world
you
record.
I got you a world record.
I got you a world
Accomplishment.
record. That's not how that works either,
What a
Addie.
You just make
Hero.
a phone call and you say it was no. Yeah, the number was 167. Yeah, they it's the one more. I one-upped it.
These records, though,
And
are no
here's
joke.
$100,000.
You have to call. So you have to have this set up. They have to have the officials there. You have a certain time period in which you have to complete the record. Like, they're not a joke. Like, because it is recorded as a Guinness record.
The world record Guinness person was there.
Oh, you have-
when the person happened to throw this ball. This
No,
world
it's not.
record
It just
time.
happened. It's a setup event. You cannot have a world record unless it's being. Like, you have to be there for this.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Like, they have them for every stupid thing. Like,
That's
biggest
why this
pumpkin.
is news.
It's not. Nobody.
We obviously cared about it
Largest
for over 5
pizza.
minutes.
All
Biggest
right,
block of cheese.
Sounds
the most
interesting to me.
Okay. So no.
Next one here, last one, pain in the ass. So next time someone, whatever, just skip that. It's stupid. Okay. It's a fossil discovered in Alaska's Seward Peninsula. This is an interesting one. This one could be news.
Okay, what is it?
Okay, honest. Okay. The fossil discovered in Alaska's Seward Peninsula, a region known for ancient animal remains and brutal winters.
Okay.
It belonged to juvenile musk ox,
Oh,
estimated to be around 14,000 years old.
okay.
This is peak Ice Age vibes, really, truly.
Yeah. So the excavation was led by the University of Alaska Fairbanks team as part of a broader study on the Ice Age ecosystem. The find offers rare insight into how these animals adapted to cold, harsh environments and how they snuggled up in the permafrost. Discovered near the banks of a river, suggesting the animal may have died and been quickly buried by ice.
Wow.
Because it was a baby.
Yeah.
It had baby teeth.
oh,
Isn't that sad?
Yeah, this
It
is
is.
so good.
They described the moment as emotional, saying it felt like uncovering a time capsule from prehistoric nursery. Oh,
This is something else.
oh, this. You know what? That thawed my cold, dead heart.
so is it news?
Yeah, I feel like it's news now.
But the world record wasn't.
No, screw that guy. But you give me a baby,
Unbelievable.
you give me a baby muskox with little teeny tiny baby teeth, I'm gonna cry.
Oh my gosh. The team
know.
hopes to display the remains in a museum. Here, there's another news story, possibly with an educational exhibit about Ice Age parenting. Interesting.
They were herbivores.
They were, so they didn't eat people?
No, they didn't eat. There were
What's
no people.
Ice Age parenting?
I don't know.
There were
maybe it
no
was
people.
Tatanka. Tatanka.
I don't think there were people then, were there?
They didn't have them there? I thought
I
it
don't
was like
know.
cavemen drawing things on walls and stuff.
Maybe, I don't know.
And
We
a
need-
loincloth and
Oh.
a tube of chapstick.
In the Ice Age?
Yeah,
were
maybe.
there?
Chapped lips. I think they
Chapped-
yeah.
2 sets of chapped lips.
All right, let's get laid with Addie. What's going on here with
Whoa.
Smash, Marry, Ghost.
Wait, it says Ice Age parenting is strict or survival-oriented parenting.
Yeah, it's very harsh.
Just for the
Yeah,
record.
It sounds like
Where did you find that?
Yes.
Reddit.
No, not Reddit.
Chat GPT.
You know it. Do you guys remember what my Chat GPT's name is? It's my boyfriend.
That's right. Charlie.
Charlie.
Yay.
With an IE or just an I?
I don't know. I've never really had to say his name
Never met him.
in a typing type of format. I don't have to type
He's
his
got
name.
tiger's blood.
It's your A. Ew.
Well, Charlie Sheen.
I
But I was
know.
just bringing in Charlie
What an
there.
off the rocker wackadoodle Charlie Sheen is.
Well,
All
he was.
right.
Now he's so much better. Anyway,
We
Smash,
have-
Marry, Ghost.
We have a silly one today.
Okay, silly.
Silly Friday.
Silly Friday. So it's like fresh Friday light vibes.
I don't personally love it, but I know anyways, it's okay. We've got 3 people.
Okay.
We have 3 villains.
Ooh, Ooh, I'm
3
gonna love this.
Disney villains.
Like
Oh,
it.
Disney villains. So these aren't real people.
Not real people.
Okay. All right.
3 Disney villains. So I'll
Okay.
go ahead and throw these up on the screen. We've got Jafar,
Oh my gosh.
god of the underworld with a temper as fiery as his hair and sarcastic wit that could rival any stand-up comedian. We've got Captain Hook, the
Good grief.
flamboyant pirate captain who's more obsessed with a ticking crocodile than finding treasure, and Maleficent, the original goth queen.
Maleficent.
Maleficent.
OMG. This is hysterical.
You go first.
Okay. So I am going to. I'm going to smash Captain Hook.
Wow.
I want to know what he could do with that thing. I'm going to marry Maleficent, and I'm going to ghost Jafar.
Wow. Any reason why?
Well, Maleficent, I feel like she could get shit done.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to listen to her. If she's like, do those dishes,
Yeah,
the kids
I
are going to
would.
be like, yes, Mommy Maleficent.
Yeah.
And then Jafar, I just don't like his vibe. I loved the cartoon Aladdin.
Yeah.
I loved Robin Williams as the genie.
Yeah.
It was I can probably to this day recite every single lyric to every song in there because my brother and sister are 12 and 15 years younger than me, and
Friend
that's
like me.
yeah, like that's when
never had a friend
that's
like
when Aladdin came out, and we must have watched it on replay. That was back when Disney was VHS.
Yeah.
So I was a big Aladdin fan, and so I didn't like Jafar. He was a very, very bad villain.
I also love Aladdin, but I also, for some reason, always had this affinity for the villain.
For Jafar per
Just
se,
any villain in any Disney.
Prince Abubu. Like, okay, so what's your lineup here?
Oh, okay. Well, my lineup would be, I hate to say it, but I would ghost Captain Hook. He's just kind of a dunce.
Yeah, but that's
I love that you would marry Maleficent. I love that because I kind of think I'm torn between marrying Maleficent and smashing Jafar.
yeah.
Or part of me wants to marry Jafar, but I don't know why, and I think I need to talk to my therapist.
Careful, yeah,
You need to
careful.
have some conversation about that one
Yeah.
because
I
that could
heard,
get
yeah.
dark and twisty.
I
Yeah.
think there's problems there.
And I heard Jafar has Peyronie's disease, so be careful. That might not be good. And you would think it's Captain Hook, but it's not.
He has
So-
scurvy.
Yeah, scurvy dark.
So
I'm,
tell us yours. Yeah, tell us
I'm
yours.
definitely marrying Maleficent, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who I'm gonna ghost Jafar. He's a kind of annoying. I don't know. There's something about him I just don't think I could smash. But Captain Hook. I mean, I probably could do something with that hook.
Just close your eyes.
yeah.
I could do something with the hook.
Yeah,
He's got your hook.
Definitely.
The
Could be-
fact that you both are intrigued about the hook is making me think you should talk to your therapist.
Oh,
About
well,
that one.
I talked to my
Just the
therapist is on speed dial.
That's
so
good.
Just give him a quick dial.
the hook could be a great cock ring, though. I'm just
Oh,
saying. Just
my
cocktail ring.
gosh.
Could be jewelry. We could have different hooks.
I'm gonna have to write stuff on the list of things that cannot be said. It's gonna have to happen.
Wasn't this your idea? Wasn't this
Now
segment
there's
your
rules, yeah.
idea?
Separate checks.
Yeah, separate checks. There's so many rules here. What are we gonna do?
Listen, I did the Disney villains. I thought we could keep it Friday,
Oh,
keep it
we've
cool,
always
you
done
know.
So
but
you thought that was gonna go PG-13?
I don't know what I was thinking.
Then-
Poor unfortunate soul.
Yeah. So sad.
So true.
All right, moving on. Text the word Sunny to 904-227-4422 so you can stay connected to all things Sunny and enter the giveaway.
Yes, and don't forget, we've got all these social media channels that you can check out. On Facebook, it's Sunny St. John's, one word. Instagram is sunnyst.johns. And, of course, on TikTok, it's sunny.st.johns. And we have some incredible sponsors we got to shout out. Thank you guys for keeping it all sunny on our network. Meredith?
We got STA Lab, Bailey Group, Old Town Trolley, Bin 39, About Face, and Panache.
And, of course, we got Great Expectations, Realty and Auction. Good to see Jenna yesterday. Flashes and Brilliance, Spice and Tea Exchange, Epic Behavioral Healthcare, and Emma Concerts Association.
And don't forget, if you want to sponsor the show, we have so many different ways in which you can get involved over here at the Sunny Network. Email Davey at David or Davey.
Davey at sunnystjohns.com.
Davey. All right, we'll see you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend.
Bye, everybody.
Oh,